నేను మళ్ళీ వచ్చేస్తాను.
Right. So we are going to start discussing about the Java. For example, if you want to become a Java full stack developer, it's nothing but you are learning Java programming. Java programming. What is the purpose of learning programming? Suppose if you become the programmer, after becoming the programmer, what we have to do? Simple, to develop applications. To develop applications, we learn programming. Let me give one example. For example, app development, bank application I am taking. Why we start with a banking application? Whoever the faculty will teach banking application only first means what? In our daily life, we are using banking application. So every student is easily interact whenever we ask the questions. That's why banking application we learn. First, we should understand who will learn bank application. I mean, who will use bank application. And the second one, why they will use bank application. Two things. Who will use bank application and why they will use bank application. First step is who will use bank application. One is a bank employees. Those are working for the bank. And the customers, those who took account from the bank. This is why they will use. What bank application will do? Account information it will store. It will store account holders data. Accounts data it will store. Second one, it will maintain the transactions. That's all. Every application for two reasons only. Storing the data and perform operations on data. That is. See, for example, one one person want to take the account from the bank. Want to take account. First, customer will visit the bank. And what employee will do? Employee will give one physical form. Please fill this form with your details so that we provide account. Then bank employee will open one application. Open the system, computer. And here the bank employee will type www dot suppose HDFC Bank consider hdfcbank.com. This is actually called user interface. User interface is nothing but client. User interface is nothing but client. In this user interface, we are giving that account application, create account form. We design this form. What this form consists? Enter account number, enter account number, enter account holder name, enter balance. Just one form we design. And simply we give one button is a create button. Create. We design this form, entire form we need to design. How can we design? For that, what is the knowledge required means what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript knowledge required. More advanced if you want to learn, React knowledge is required. React.js. So what is the purpose of learning these four? Designing the user interface. Designing this form is possible using UI. And where they will store the data permanently. Account information whenever they click on create. The data has to store permanently in the database. In the database, the data has to store permanently. In the database, we store information in the form of records. In records format, the data will store. This one. This one. In the form of table, account table. Exactly here, how many fields are there? 3. The 3 columns you need to specify here. Number, name, balance. Suppose whatever the information they have given here, suppose 101 is Amar, 5,000. When you click on the button, all the details has to go and store into this one. But directly not possible. In between, there is a program. That program is called server. In server only, we use the concept called Java. Where we use Java, it's a connector between user interface and database. User interface and database. To do all these operations, we need a database management system knowledge. DBMS knowledge, simply to say SQL. Everyone saying that SQL. So this server is responsible for collect input from HTML. Whatever the data, it will collect. It's the first step. Second step is it will connect to database. It will establish the connection to database because it has to insert the data. The third one is insert the data. Insert data. Automatically, the details will go and store into this one. In the specified fields, the data will go and store. After storing the data, it will get the response. Get result successfully inserted or not, getting the result. Request for storing the data and getting the response for printing. Getting the response for printing. And finally, display that result. Because bank employee has to know account created successfully or not. Account created successfully. And this one failed in creation. This one. So mainly, these are the 3 things we need to understand. To develop the user interface, we should have the knowledge of UI technologies. It is called front end. Front end. Next one is a server-side programming is called back end. Next one, to store the information permanently in the database, we should have the knowledge of database management system. That is, these are the things. Okay, write few points. Programming is used to develop applications. Is used to develop applications. Next point. Every program consists, sorry, every application consists. First one, presentation layer. Presentation layer. In brackets, user interface. User interface. Second one, business logic. Business logic layer. In brackets, server. Third one, database layer. Third one, database layer. Next point. Using user interface. Using user interface. Every user can easily communicate with the application Next point. Using database management system. Using database management system, we can perform database operations easily. Database operations easily. Next one. Server is a connector between user interface and database. User interface and database. Okay, see, just draw this diagram. This much. Okay. Right. CSS means what? I'll tell you simply. All right. Now I'll explain. See, I'm just creating one HTML form. Let us say where we use exactly UI technologies. We call UI technologies. Use. I want to create I'm just giving is a username. And next one, enter password. Correct, sorry. In the login form. Suppose heading is a enter login details. It's a heading. Enter login details. This is label. Enter your username and enter your password. It is also label. And this is button, login button. Is a login button and is a text box and is a text box. Text box. All these are comes under HTML. This one heading, next one labels, next one text boxes, next one buttons comes under HTML. And what is the purpose of HTML? Is used to create HTML pages only, just a web page only. Web page, simple. But now I want to apply borders. I want to apply colors, background colors. I want to align, make it center and all is called CSS. CSS means cascading style sheets is nothing but styling web pages. Styling to apply styles like for example, colors, fonts, border, alignment. All these things comes under CSS. Suppose I have entered username, but I'm not entering the password. Whenever I click on login button, automatically you will get one error message. What is that? Please enter password. Please enter password. Who will give that message? JavaScript will give that message. JavaScript is a program. When you click on this one, who will give this message? JavaScript. JavaScript validate and give messages action. Whenever you click on button, you enter username, but you didn't enter the password. Automatically, you will get the error message. Who will provide this message? By validating JavaScript. So, simply to say, in UI technologies, HTML is used to create web pages. That's all. CSS is to apply styles to web pages. JavaScript JavaScript is to set functionality to web pages. Nothing but whenever you click on button, it will do some action. That is here. If you click button, it will do some action. How it is possible using JavaScript? Okay, right. Side heading. UI technologies. UI technologies. Right. UI technologies are used to create web pages, in web application development. Okay, just write the diagram and write all the three. Okay, right. Now see, what are the programming elements? Programming elements are there. What are the programming elements? Easy to understand. Suppose I'm considering the bank application only. Bank application is mostly used by the customers. So customer is nothing but is account holder. We are writing that account program. Account program we are writing. Every program has two things only. Every program has two things. First one is data. Data. First thing, if I ask what is data, suppose if I ask, tell me your account details. That is what data. Account number, account holder name, balance in account, IFSC code, all these are comes under. But technically, these are called variables. These are called variables. So whenever you are writing the program, first step is you need to learn the concept called variables. So they will ask, what is the purpose of learning variables? Variables are used to store program information. To store program information, that is called variables. Second one is, for example, in my account, balance is there. Just consider, balance is there. 5,000 balance is there. Suppose consider 5,000. When the balance will change, means whenever I do some operations on this, I do some operations. Here, if I do withdraw, some amount I withdraw from my account. 2,000 rupees I withdraw. I just deposit some amount. 4,000 rupees I just deposit into my account. 3,000 is changed to 7,000 rupees. These are actually called methods. Methods. The second one is methods. What is the purpose? Are used to perform some operations on data. These are the programming elements. Okay, right. Every program, sorry, heading programming elements. Programming element. Every program consists. Every program consists. Every program consists two things. Variables. Variables and methods. And methods. Okay, write this. Left side and right side. Side by side, you just. Okay, na? Right. Now, the first one, whenever we are writing variables, same account information only I'm mentioning. All the account details I'm giving now. We need to know clearly about account number, account holder name, all details I am writing. Balance in account. Let us say IFSC code, PIN number, gender, age. For example, mobile number, mail ID, PAN number, Aadhaar number, vaccinated or not. All these are all the details. But whenever you are writing the details, you must know the concept of data types. Because whenever you are writing variable, data types compulsory. Depends on the value, we mention the data type. Mainly 6 data types are there. Integer, long type, double or float type decimal, character type, char, sorry, string type, and true or false Boolean type. Main type, 6 types. When we can go with integer type, we use only integer values like age of the person, how many days in a week, how many days in a year, how many days in a week, any 4 digits PIN number, negative values and all comes under. Long type means what? Like mobile number, Aadhaar number, account number and all. Some long values. Double means decimal. Like for example, pi value, like a person height, a person weight. All these are comes under doubles. Character, storing single character anything. Let us say capital A, capital F. Here it is a dollar at the rate. Any single character is a character. Any combination of characters like A4 size paper. A4, but should be in double quotes. Name of the person, multiple characters. Password, for example, abc@123 dollar password. These are comes under string. Boolean is a true or false. That's all. Only two values. True or false. So I'm giving here all the values. First number. I'm giving some number. Next one is a name. Suppose Ramya is a name. String. Next one is a balance. Suppose account balance is some 57 paisa. Which type? Double type. IFSC code. Normally, IFSC codes will be the combination of characters and digits. String. PIN number. 4 digits PIN number. Integer. Gender. Just representation female with F. Char. Age is, for example, 24. Integer. Mobile. Long type. Mail ID. For example, Ramya at gmail.com. String. PAN card will be like this. Combination again. String. Aadhaar card only number. Long type. Vaccinated or not? True. So here you need to mention the types. First one is which type? Long. Second one? String. Next one? Double. IFSC? String. PIN number? Int. Gender? Char. Age? Int. Mobile? Long. Mail? String. PAN? String. Aadhaar? Long. Vaccinated? Boolean. That's all. So what is the application you are developing? What type of programs you are writing? The program consists what type of variables? So data types you have to mention. Okay, just side heading, data types. Data types. In the declaration of variables, it is mandatory to specify. It is mandatory to specify data types. It is mandatory to specify data types. Next point. Data type represents data. What type of data is allowed to store into the variable. Okay, write this. Data types and see some example. So in tomorrow class, just I'll explain how to work with variables. Just programs, I'll explain. If possible, if you have a system, bring the laptop tomorrow. Just I'll show you how to execute the outputs and all. Then tomorrow I'll start operators. Some examples on variables I'll explain how to create variables and how to do. And after that, we will start programming slowly. Okay, na? Is that okay? Clear today concept? That's, you can. Yeah. Any queries, please share in the chat box.